"8:45, this is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news edited by Lal Mallavarachi and read by Niranjan Abesundara. Attorney at law Hijaz Hizbullah and the principal of the Madrasa School, Mohammed Shakil, have been remanded. 58,000 graduates have been provided with appointments so far by the government. The rice will be given at the guaranteed price to the people at the forthcoming Sinhala and Tamil New Year. 2019 oil regression results issued. In world news, US reports over 3 million child COVID-19 cases. Attorney at law Hijaz Hizbullah and the principal of the controversial Madrasa School, Mohammed Shakil, have been placed under remand custody until the 3rd of March. The duo were brought before the Fourth Magistrate Priyanthha Renegade today. Attorney General yesterday instructed that the law, who had been in the custody of the Criminal Investigation Department for nearly 10 months, be produced before the court. Based on the investigation of the CID, Attorney General was found Hizbullah a suspect of misconduct or other means of inciting racist animosity or malicious or hostile feelings between different ethnic groups or ethnic or religious groups under the Prevention of Terrorism Act. He was also charged with allegations of incitement of national, religious or racial hatred, which are compounded by the incitement to hostility or violence as per the International Covenant on the Civil and Political Rights Act. Attorney General had directed Inspector General of Police to name Hijaz Hizbullah a suspect in the mentioned offences and obtain a statement from him before producing him before the Magistrates' Court. Ministry of Public Service and Provincial Council says that 58,000 graduates have been provided appointments so far by the government. Secretary of the Ministry, J. Ratnasari, said they were recruited for a training period of 1 year and a monthly allowance of 20,000 rupees will be paid to each trainee. After completion of the training, they will be recruited as development officers in government institutions. Examination Department announced the GCE O-Level Examination 2019 recorrection results have been issued. Examination Commission said the results can be viewed by logging on to the Examination Department website www.doenets.lk. Army Commander General Savanthi Silva confirmed Sri Lanka reported 258 new infections of the coronavirus today. Accordingly, the total count of COVID-19 cases reported in the country reached 78,164. According to the Health Ministry data, 71,823 of the confirmed patients have made complete recovery from the virus. However, 5,919 active cases are still under medical care. Sri Lanka has witnessed 422 deaths from the virus so far. Meanwhile, Commissioner of Prisons Chandaneka Nayaka said 8 more COVID-19 infections were reported in the prisons today. A total of 4,725 cases have been reported from the prisons in the island so far. 23 officers and 150 inmates are undergoing treatment at present. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
HDFC Smart Goals. All it takes is 3 years.
The Public Health Inspectors Union today said no permission would be granted to hold any gathering and ceremony due to COVID-19 pandemic in the country. Head of PHI Union, Upal Rohan, requested people not to visit any PHI offices, ask for permission for any gatherings. He has also said legal action will be taken against those who do not wear face masks in the public areas and all those who violate quarantine laws. He further reiterated that commitment of general public is essential to protect the country from the COVID pandemic. The National Water Supply and Drainage Board announced that the water supply at the Colombo Municipal Council area and several other areas will be interrupted for 16 hours from 8 a.m. to 12 midnight on Saturday. Water cut will be in effect in the Municipal Council areas of Colombo, Dehiwala, Mount Lavinia, Kotte and Kaduwala, Maharagama, Boralasgamu and Corona Urban Council areas, Kotikapatha and the Mullaria Pradisabha areas and in Ratmalana. According to the Water Board, the water cut due to essential maintenance on the Silan Electricity Board power supply line to the Ambathale treatment plant intake. That was local news.
Darling, our daughter has top O-level results. Do you know what this means?
Yes, just 3 years and she'll be going abroad for her degree.
For which we'll need a bank loan.
But is a normal loan the smartest option?
What else?
The smartest way is to start an HDFC Smart Goals account.
Let your child begin their degree with no delays. Start an HDFC Smart Goals account. Call 2356 888.
Honey, you're so smart.
HDFC Smart Goals. All it takes is 3 years.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Vidamahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
Minister Mahinda Nandalutukamage said that a kilogram of rice will be given at the guaranteed price of 97 rupee to the people at the forthcoming Singal and Tamil New Year. The government allocated 23,000 million rupees to purchase paddy this season, which is the highest amount allocated in history. The minister said purchasing of paddy in the districts where harvesting is taking place is moving ahead successfully. The government requested farmers to provide 1,000 kilograms of paddy from a hectare of paddy fields. The minister said farmers who do not give paddy will have to purchase 50 kilograms of fertilizer for 4,000 rupees in the next season. He further said the agriculture insurance will also not be available to them. The minister added the propaganda of the opposition leader Sanit Premadasa on the National Paddy Purchasing Programme is false and is a planned disruptive activity. That was the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya. Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
On to Watchlight. Minister of Primary Health Services, Pandemics and COVID Prevention, Dr. Darshini Fernandopoulos said there's no need to hit the panic button over false reports claiming adverse reactions to the Oxford AstraZeneca Covishield vaccine. The state minister urged people to get the vaccine without any fear in order to support the country's drive to combat COVID-19. Dr. Fernandopoulos further stated that over 200,000 people have already got the vaccine and no adverse effects have been reported so far. The minister said the vaccination on the public against COVID-19 commenced in Colombo. That was Watchlight.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always.
All you need under one roof.
People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
US reports over 3 million child COVID-19 cases. Gunmen killed student, kidnapped 42 in attack in Nigeria school. Malaysia to deport Myanmar asylum seekers next week. Over 3 million children in the United States have tested positive for COVID-19 since the onset of the pandemic, according to the latest report of the American Academy of Pediatrics and Children's Hospital Association. According to the report, over 3 million child COVID-19 cases have been reported across the country, and children represented 13% of all the confirmed cases. Overall rate was 4,030 cases per 100,000 children in the population. Unidentified gunmen killed a student in an overnight attack on a boarding school in north-central Nigerian state of Niger and kidnapped 42 people, including 27 students. State governors said the assailants stormed the government science technology school in Kagara district of Niger state around 2 a.m., overwhelming the child's security details. 27 students, 3 staff and 12 members of their families were kidnapped. Unfortunately, one student was shot dead, he told a news conference. Nearly 100 asylum seekers among 1,200 Myanmar nationals Malaysia plan to send home next week, refugee group said today. It is a move activists fear could put the deportees' lives at risk. Last week, Reuters reported that the Southeast Asian nation had agreed to return the 1,200 Myanmar citizens after a neighbor military which seized power in the February 1st coup offered to send Navy ships to pick up those detained. Although Malaysia is not a signatory to the UN Refugee Convention and detains refugees with other undocumented migrants, it has vowed not to deport Rohingya Muslims and refugees identified with the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. And back to the headlines of the world news. US reports over 3 million child COVID-19 cases. Gunmen killed student, kidnapped 42 in attack on Nigerian school. Malaysia report Myanmar asylum seekers next week. That was world news.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always.
All you need under one roof.
People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
Development news. Health officials say that dengue cases in Sri Lanka plunged by 70.67% in 2020 compared to the previous year, with movements being restricted and a drop in pollution. Dr. Indika Veerasinghe of the Health Ministry National Dengue Control Unit revealed that in 2020 we identified 30,802 dengue patients compared to 105,049 in 2019, which is a considerable improvement. He said it is mainly owing to the restrictions imposed during the lockdown, which gave people an opportunity to concentrate on their surroundings, clean the environment and prevent mosquito breeding. On to sports news. Chennai Super Kings have brought England all-rounder Moeen Ali for £700,000 at the Indian Premier League auction. South Africa's Chris Morris is the most expensive player so far, costing Rajasthan Royals £1.6 million for the 2020 tournament, which starts in April. England all-rounder Tom Curran went to Delhi Capitals for a close £400,000. His compatriot David Marlin, who is the number one in the world 2020 batting ranking, was with the Punjab Kings for nearly £150,000. Chennai were involved in a bidding battle with Punjab Kings for Moeen before securing the services of the player. That is sports news.
Contributory deposit of ₹1,000 from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply. Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money.
A branch of the Business Service Centre network that facilitates the promotion of entrepreneurship will be set up in the Madura district. Under this, the people of the district will be able to obtain all facilities from business registration to loan facilities, training program and technical assistance from one place. The first of these branch networks was previously established at the Munrar District Secretariat. A preliminary workshop was held recently on establishment of the proposed Badulla Business Service Centre courtesy of Chrysalis Institution affiliated with the European Union. The workshop was presided over by State Minister Shehan Semasinghe and Thenukubidana Gamage. That was Business News.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money. Contributory deposit of ₹1,000 from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply.
Economic news, courtesy of
Business deals now easy. It just takes a few taps only. Anytime, get it done, all connected. Best discounts with Wheel Time. LOLC Wheel Time. Now download LOLC Finance Real Time app for your LOLC savings account. Attractive interest rates, transactions anytime, anywhere with a zero cost and no benefits.
The State Ministry of Batik, Handloom, Fabric and Local Apparel Products is looking at reforming the local handloom and apparel industry by requesting 2,475 million rupees of capital funds for the first year from the Ministry of Finance and ancillary organizations. State Minister of Batik, Handloom, Fabric and Local Apparel Products, Das Rajasekara, said expectation is to produce 10 million new garment units where 8 million will be allocated for local sales. This is about 5 to 10% of the local apparel consumption of $2.2 billion. The State Ministry looks to expand the batik and handloom industry by expanding the current local market by investing 680 million rupees to establish 200 villages for handloom and batik and 936 million rupees to renovate training centres in the year 2021. That is economic news.
Hello, Puta. Did you land already?
We're in transit and our flight got delayed.
How is Shani? Poor thing with her pregnancy.
Calm down. Everything is sorted. Why? I have my LOLC World Card with me. We are at the VIP lounge.
LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
And on to the weather. Met Department says showers will occur at times the eastern and northern provinces. Fairly heavy fall, about 50 millimeters can be expected at some places in the Mullaitivu and Trincomalee districts. Showers will occur at several places in the north central and Uva provinces. Winter conditions can be expected at some places in the central, Sabragamu and Uva provinces and in the Gaulimantra district in the morning tomorrow. Back to the headlines of the news. Attorney at Law Hijaz Hezbollah and the principal of Madrasa School, Mohammed Shakil, have been remanded. 58,000 graduates have been provided with opportunity apartments by the government. Rights will be given at a guaranteed price to the people at the forthcoming Single and Tamil New Year. 2019 oil recreation cards have been issued. In world news, US reports over 3 million child COVID-19 cases.